Morning, JG.
Morning. About that time.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
And he's sacked. Greenard gets him from behind.
Double-digit sacks, which is a career high.
He's swung around like a rag doll by Jonathan Greenard.
Double-digit tackles for loss, which is also a career high. Over 50 tackles. Would you like to take a guess?
Probably career high. Yeah.
Career highs. How have you been able to do it?
I always feel like I can do these certain things of the stats that I've had now. But I also know I could just be a very intricate part for a team. Like I just know that I could be a game disruptor and help out in any way I can as far as when we need to play. But as we know, I just wasn't on that field. But I think the biggest thing this year was just making sure that I took care of my body, and which is what I did in the offseason this year, which is a full offseason where I could just train and not have to worry about rehab or surgery or case like that. I mean, I just like to say mind, body, spirit, and that's what I took care of this offseason. So now I'm just glad to see everything come to fruition.
You know, it's funny, as an edge guy, you've always played with an edge.
Right. I like that one.
Yeah. How much has this young lady
he got baby
inspired
girl.
you?
He got baby girl, man. Raina, man, she's been my biggest blessing. Of course, I love my job. I do everything it takes here, and the work does come first. But you know, when you do get in that car, man, I'm rushing home. Like, I mean, I'm ready to see my girls, man. I see her and my fiance. I mean, those two right there has been my rock for the reason why I feel like I've been so successful this year for real. But just knowing that I got a bigger purpose now was much bigger than me. It just made me play with that much more edge and understanding like what's at stake. I mean, this was obviously not just a final year, you know, going into obviously my last year, my contract, but hell, I mean, this is the final year I could do something and produce or put myself in the best steps moving forward in order to provide for her and my family.
This team could very well win the division.
The Houston Texans finally got something right.
I would say if I'm the Texans, you'd feel pretty good about your chances to like run the division.
Obviously, you're having the individual success, but you're also having the team success as well. This is the most meaningful games you've been able to play this late in the season ever in your career. What is that like for you?
It's fun, man. I mean, I just think overall, like, that's what you play for. We're trying to get into the dance. I mean, anytime we can get our foot in there, then it's 0-0 at that point. Now we playing our best ball. Yeah, as you mentioned, I mean, this is the most wins I've had in this season. This is the most meaningful games I've been able to play in the season. This is also the longest I've actually played in the season, you know, so all of that is I just basically enjoy it and embrace the moment.
This team has a real opportunity to make the postseason. If I had told you back in July with a rookie QB and a rookie head coach, you guys would be here, you would have said what?
They wouldn't believe me, but I said we can go as far as 7 goes. His progressions, like how he throws the football, how he breaks down the game, how he talks a little trash out there too, man. I mean, is
he talking to you?
I mean, he's talking to everybody. I mean, and it's such a competitive nature to where like you like that. I said we could do some things if we get things right going in the right direction early. We'll catch some teams by surprise because as we know, the past 3 years it's not been to the standard at all. The energy, the confidence, the expectations and the standards are all different. They're all set way higher than we all had before. But ultimately, that's the main thing what I think we're doing this year as well, is believing that we belong here, believing that we deserve to have the spot in the playoffs, deserving of a winning record, deserving of beating good teams in crunch time moments. I think with a leader like D'Amico obviously leading us in the war, we know that we're going to have the intensity aspect of it. We just got to execute and make sure that we do our jobs and everything else to take care of itself.